Kevin Michael Ahaus was born in Hamilton, Ohio on April 22, 1965 to parents Rick and Kay Ahaus. He grew up in Richmond with his two sisters, Tricia and Elizabeth. They all enjoyed spending summers at the family lake cottage, swimming, skiing, and sailing. Kevin appreciates the experiences and lessons provided by his parents. He learned at a young age about work skills and how to manage money. He first went into business around age 12, a paper route. Having great examples of work-life balance growing up has always guided him. Kevin graduated in 1983 from Richmond High School. He attended Purdue University, graduating in 1988 with a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering Technology. After graduation in 1988, he moved to South Bend to work at Wells Electronics as a manufacturing engineer. He managed their product line and design, built new equipment for production, and later designed a computer chip product with fellow engineer Jim Ralston. It was called the AR Series Burn-In Socket, and they received a patent for the design. It was in South Bend that Kevin met his wife, Jennifer Manti. They were next-door neighbors in their first jobs out of college. They met in the hallway, and 18 months later, on October 6, 1990, Kevin and Jennifer were married. In late 1989-90, Jennifer received a promotion with Dun & Bradstreet, and the couple moved to Columbus, Ohio. Kevin then started working for Plaskolite Incorporated, an acrylic manufacturer. He was asked by the owner to make a recommendation on a project. Kevin wrote it up and presented it. It was at this time Kevin realized the benefit he had growing up around the family business, interacting with people older and wiser than him. The presentation was a success. Kevin was promoted and had the opportunity to open a new 45,000 square foot plastics distribution center in Phoenix. So, they moved to Phoenix, Arizona in 1991, and he worked as vice president and general manager for Plaskolite West through June of 1992. During this time, he learned that what business you're in was not as significant as who you are in it with. That June, he moved back to Richmond to start at Ahaus Tool and Engineering as a sales engineer. While in sales, he helped establish their work-holding fixture group, having an initial sale of 20 work-holding fixtures to an Indiana company. He was very involved in the automotive radiator industry. Most of Ford's heater core business was made on Ahaus machines. One of Kevin's key sales was to Ford. He conceptualized and quoted the canister vent valve machine. It was a major step for Ahaus in designing and building a fully automated machine. After 10 years in sales, he became manufacturing manager in 2002. In this role, he managed the shop machining and assembly functions. After spending 2 years on the manufacturing side of the business, and upon the retirement of his father, Rick, Kevin became president of Ahaus in 2004.
Well, I've known Kevin as a business advisor, so it's primarily a business relationship. I've known him for many years as an advisor to him and his family business. Kevin's a willing and effective leader. All you have to do is take a tour with Kevin through the plant and let him talk about his employees, the team, the apprenticeship program, and to show off some of the machines that they build. He's committed to the Ahaus team. He's dedicated to improvement and growth, and he's very protective of the Ahaus reputation and the reputation of his employees.
Over the past 30-plus years of being with the company, there have been several hundred projects designed and built, from making fixtures for heart valves and knee implants to automobile engines and large excavators. Kevin enjoys being part of so many things, and their customer base has developed and matured over the past 30-plus years, including companies like Ford, Caterpillar, KitchenAid, Advanced Drainage Systems, and many others. Kevin has been very active in organizing and setting up trade shows. In particular, the International Machine Tool Show, which is held in Chicago every 2 years. It is the largest show in North America for the industry, with over 100,000 people attending during 6 days in September. He has also led construction projects for 2 major expansions, one in 1994 that doubled their square footage and enlarged the assembly area, which was key to future business, and the other in 2015, which again added extra assembly space in order to expand the growing automation business.
I think his choice to come back and be a part of this tremendous family legacy says a lot about Kevin and what his aspirations are and what his aspirations for the company as it goes into the future, as it has expanded, as it has grown into what it is today. Kevin is about vision for the company. Kevin is about the next two decades. This company has stayed true to what it does and what it does well. It's stayed true to its roots, but it is not something that is stagnant, that only does those things that are successful in the moment. They're always on the move to figure out not what's good for the next 6 months, but what's good for the next 6 years, and really, honestly, what's good for the next generation of workers.
Kevin has served the community in numerous ways over the years. In his college years, he can remember being involved with the United Way and with Junior Achievement High School students participating in the J.A. Company program. Since returning to Ahaus in 1992, he has served on the Chamber of Commerce for 13 years, Economic Development Corporation for 9 years, chair for 1, United Way Campaign Committee, and represented Ivy Tech Richmond region as an Ivy Tech State Trustee for 4 years. In 2018, he received the Ivy Tech Honorary Degree of Associate of Science in College and Community Service. Upon leaving the Ivy Tech State Board, he was asked to be on the Ivy Tech Statewide Foundation Board. He was chair for 2 years and still serves on that board today. He also serves on the Purdue Polytechnic Richmond Advisory Board and previously on the Indiana Manufacturers Association Board. On a national level, Kevin has been an active member of the National Tooling and Machining Association, NTMA, since 1995. He has been a team leader for the Next Generation team, which helps educate the next generation of family members on how to take over and run their respective businesses, and a team leader on the Technology and Workforce Development teams. He's been elected to serve on the NTMA Executive Board for the next 3 years. Ahaus is always willing to invest time in teaching K-12 students about manufacturing, engineering, and business. Kevin enjoys giving tours and showing examples of how Ahaus touches lives of people all over and makes some really neat stuff. In 2014, Ahaus was named Benefactor of the Year in the Richmond region for giving their time and money to help the region train new machinists and automation specialists. Kevin is also a huge supporter of the Ahaus Apprentice program that his grandpa and dad started with Ivy Tech in the mid-70s. Today, they have over 46 graduates and 8 apprentices in-house.
I think the investment a long time ago in terms of their apprenticeship program, although that's not directly tied to philanthropic activity, it is a long-term investment in the community. Those folks get education, they go through a program, and honestly, they're some of the best workers that company has. But that's the kind of investment into people that really is typical of the Ahaus name, the Ahaus company, and of Kevin.
Kevin is most proud of his family and says he could talk about them and their accomplishments all day long. He and Jennifer have 2 children, daughter Catherine and son Mitchell. They have 1 granddaughter, Collins. One of his happiest memories in life was their family vacation to Italy when the kids were in college. His hobbies include golf, DIY projects, and going to collegiate or pro sports games. They tend to plan family get-togethers around football, soccer, and basketball games. Since childhood, he has enjoyed sailing, which has really become a family affair. Kevin is a member of Central United Methodist Church. There have been many great moments for Kevin and the company during his tenure at Ahaus. They've celebrated 50 and 75-year milestones and successfully moved from the 2nd and 3rd generation to the 4th generation of management and ownership. Working in a town where he knows the company makes an impact on good families is a driving motivation for Kevin to keep giving and doing more. They have employed as many as 144 team members at one time. Kevin says they are surrounded by great team members, and Ahaus couldn't accomplish the work without them. One of his favorite days of the year is Profit Sharing Day, when everyone in the company gets a profit-sharing check.
I think Kevin's lasting imprint on the community will be that this company will certainly survive, but not just survive, but will thrive in the future. And it's because of the work that's done today, again, with a mindset about that next generation. And so I think as you look at that honoring of the past, the vision for the future, we are a better community because of their presence and because of Kevin's presence and his leadership.
According to Kevin, there was never a decisive moment when he knew he would be in the family business. He just always thought he would end up at Ahaus. He has always liked the idea of designing and making things. You could say it's in his blood. He says he is fortunate to have several people who have provided great opportunities and guidance throughout his career, including the generations before him at Ahaus. He feels privileged to have worked with his grandpa, Laureate, granduncle, Galen, and dad, Rick. He is thankful for the countless family members, Ahaus team members, friends, and mentors who have believed in him. He has also been fortunate to work alongside his brother-in-law, Jeff Sheridan. Kevin says it has been a successful partnership over the last 25 years, and he values their friendship. They are part of the fourth generation at Ahaus and can be very proud of what they have accomplished.
He's very proud to be a fourth-generation business leader. That's unusual to have a business even survive 4 generations and still be family-owned. I think he's also going to be pretty proud to be a second-generation Junior Achievement Hall of Fame inductee. And it's very well-deserved. And congratulations to you, Kevin.
Junior Achievement is proud to honor one of this year's laureates for the 2023 Business Hall of Fame, Mr. Kevin Ahaus.